Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a long-awaited episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I'm your host, as always, Paragisho. Thank you guys for coming around here, and thank you guys for your patience. Since the last episode, it's been a essentially a month-long break since the last episode. Literally, the last episode that was uploaded like onto the main YouTube channel was on the last day of October 31st, and now I'm recording this on the last week of November. So it's been almost a month since the last episode, and actually this is the first time recording in a long time. So so if you guys don't know, this is the Cathedral Velvet podcast where every 2 weeks, we talk about the news, about what's been going on with the SMT Persona, maybe some metaphor news that's been happening in between the last episode and the current. And like always, before we get into the whole, the news segment, we talk about what's been happening in our real life. So how about we do that? Because this is literally the first recording I'm doing it since I've came back from my break. So, and it's well, kind of not really a break, but like a lot of stuff has been happening, and kind of need to not stop recording for a bit. So yeah. So, what's been happening since the last episode? So, let's rewind back a bit. So, I think I talked about vaguely this in a couple of past episodes, but so I've been talking about how there's been some family issues. So what's been happening is just that my father lost his house. Him and his cousin bought up the house that they had before I was born, and then like the cousin left like almost 20 years ago, and like this year she decided to come back like, hey, my name's on the house, and I want money from the house. I want you to sell it. So essentially they went to court, and it was decided for my father, who's been living in the house for by and paying everything by himself, just have him sell the house. So, and for like the past couple of months, me and my mom been helping him pack, clean up the house before he has to leave it for good. And this past week, last week at time of scoring, was the last day for my father to stay in the house, and it was a pretty hard time for both me and him, because, well, one, he's my dad, obviously. Two, he literally has to leave his house, pack up everything, and like live somewhere else. He's currently moved up north, and with some other family members before, he has to find a new place, buy a place with the money that he was given to him when selling the house. He didn't get everything, but he did get a good amount. It's enough to at least pay like a third of it, up front. But that's been majority of the things that's been happening behind the scenes. I was helping my father out, and that's kind of why there has been, if you guys are subscribed to the main channel, there's been no uploads of metaphor, and because I really haven't had the time and wasn't really in it physically or mentally, because like moving takes a lot of hard work. Like, that was the first time I've helped out someone, move their stuff, and yeah, it took a long time to like get everything together. My father tried to, he wanted to take everything, but unfortunately he couldn't because there was literally no room to do so. Like especially in the moving van, just like he couldn't take everything that he wanted. He obviously had to leave a whole lot of stuff, like a whole bunch of stuff in his like shed, um, his porch, and like a bunch of spare rooms in his house, and like the garage. There was just a whole bunch of stuff that he just couldn't take, and that really sucked, you know, because and I will say. My dad does have a little bit of a problem with throwing things away. And like throughout this entire like, helping him move, just been finding him just like, yo, throw things out. You can't take them with you. Like you have so many of the same stuff and you're saying that you need it. You have stuff that you haven't used for over 30 years and you say that you need it. It wasn't even your thought, and you can't say that you need it when you haven't used it, or it wasn't even your thought, or you couldn't even get it. I understand, like, some stuff, like actual, like, memorable stuff, like some, some, like, stuff, like some cans, or just like he really did need a bunch of stuff, and like it was really taking up time. Like as the last day for him to be there came closer and closer, just like it was just like way too much stuff for him to keep. Just like he couldn't keep it, obviously. And I understand, like like having to let things go, but there's like we gotta know that, hey, you can't keep it. You can't keep everything. And like I know, like, first up, I know I have stuff that like in my room, like I can definitely throw out. Like like I have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh tins here that I have right from me. I can literally throw them away. Like and like I have like 5 empty Yu-Gi-Oh tins like right from me. I should really throw those out. I'm just lazy. Like, there's a difference between me and me. I'm lazy. I want to throw him out, but I'm lazy. Him, he doesn't want to throw him out because he thinks it's gonna be important. That's like the main difference between us. But yeah. So right now he's currently up north with other family members. Um. So yeah, and he had to take a moving truck up there, and he had to leave his regular driving truck here. So whenever he has the chance, he's gonna come back down to get his truck to then go back up to where he was. And he says like, oh, I can come with him, but unfortunately there's like no room in the truck for me to like sit there. So like, how am I gonna like join you? Like there's just no room. And also at the age of the truck, is just like there's like no AC. It's just like no. I can't join you for like a 12-hour ride in a truck that I can barely sit, and just like no, I'm sorry, no. But yeah, and but besides that I mean that was the major thing that's been happening. Now that's out of the way. It's done. It's over with. I can go try to relax, be at peace. I do miss my dad. He's like states away, but obviously we can call each other. He used to be just downtown where I was, but not anymore. So besides that, in the middle of November, I had to go out of town to go to New York to visit some other family members, and man, it it took like 2 hours. I'm not 2 hours, 2 days. Well, technically, like a day and a half to get up to New York. We could have drove there. I mean, we could have flown there, but just that. Like we've been telling my mom, just like, oh hey, yeah, we can just fly there, but like just delaying until like, oh we can't fly there anymore, we're just gonna drive. So yeah, it kind of sucks that couldn't fly there. We literally could have taken like a couple hours, but nah. But there, it was an all right time. We were basically there for like my mom's and sister's birthday, and like it was a cool good time. The one thing that was that kind of got me a bit annoyed was that we got to visit like it was the third day we were visiting there. It was after my sister's birthday, before my mom's. Like we went to see the Statue of Liberty. So like we got there, got to the parking lot. Then we had to walk a bit to a bus stop, wait for about 20-30 minutes or so for the bus to come there. After that, we drove about 10 to 20 minutes to the pier where that we're supposed to take the boat to. But by the time we got to the pier, the boat that was supposed to leave to go, the boat that we're supposed to take to go to the Statue of Liberty has already left by the time we got there. So now we have to wait another hour in line just to like wait for the boat there. So then obviously got away there. Now after waiting an hour, we got onto the boat, and then we didn't go onto the island up to the statue's head. We just just circled around the island, take pictures, all that stuff. And then that was about like 30 minutes or so. So after that, we got off the boat, and then we had to go to the bus station where we originally were to head back. But we were told that the bus that we're taking is not going to bring us all the way back to our original stopping point, because that bus that we're going to be going on is the last stop for the night. So like it's gonna like do 2 more stops, and then it's gonna stop for a night. So then we would have to take another bus that was like, we had to walk like 3 blocks to reach that bus. And that bus apparently was gonna be turned out to be the bus that we were originally on. And they just told me, hey, you got like a detour to take. So we got off a bus to take the same bus. So yeah, and like the bus that we initially got off of the last stop, it took us basically into Times Square, which like we were almost in the middle of Times Square, but we couldn't. But like obviously we had to prioritize going to the bus stop so we can get back. But right before we took the bus, I was like, oh wait, I looked on the map. You're like, oh yo, the Nintendo store is here. That's really awesome. I asked like stepdad there, like, hey we're about like 25-30 minutes away from the Nintendo store. Do you mind if we go there? It was like, no, we're not gonna go to the Nintendo store, because there's traffic here, but we can go tomorrow. Like, okay, going tomorrow, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, sure. So fast forward, going on the bus, skipping to we made Times Square. We made to the bus stop. Now we're on the way back to the bus to our original parking lot spot. So like all together, like we spent about like it felt like about like, oh man, like it felt like we spent about like 4 hours just like either staying in line or on a bus. And like it took a long, like we spent like a long day just almost doing nothing essentially. So yeah, that happened. So then the following day, the day we're supposed to like, hey yeah, let's go to the Nintendo store. So I was like, Why we gotta go back all the way to Times Square to the Nintendo store? Is there another Nintendo store somewhere there? Just like, no. There's literally only two in the United States. One in New York and one in California. The last time I've been to New York was in 2015. And I asked my mom to bring me to the Nintendo store when we were literally just a 5-minute walk away. But nope, didn't go then. So then it's just like, okay, we gotta waste so much money, gas to go over there. But by the time, well, the stepdad was there, like was staying with us. He was at a hotel with his daughter. Like by the time he came, like we wouldn't have enough time because like literally on that day we had to go to my mom's birthday stuff. It's just like we literally wouldn't have enough time. It's just like, okay, well, we're not gonna go there. Just like, like I really want to go to the Nintendo store, man. Just like twice in 10 years I've been in New York, and neither of those times couldn't go to Nintendo store. Just like, just like, and my family's just like, oh, it's just a game store. Just like, why you need to go? Just like, it's not just a game store. Like if it's anything like what they like, but like, oh yeah, you can go on all that stuff. But just like when it comes to me and like my like games, like, oh no, games for kids, all that stuff. Like they're like just boomers and just like, oh, they don't understand what gaming is. Just like they don't understand the impact. And yet they play games on their phones. Just like, oh, no, this is different. This is different than games you play. You're the one that the games the kids play. Just like, but anyway, besides all that stuff, I'm back home. We're good here. And yeah. We're back to just doing Cathedral of Velvet podcast. Wait, almost forgot. Last week, like literally last Thursday, went to YouTube creator collective. I'm not sure if I talked about. I think I talked about last episode where I went to a creator collective in Orlando. But I went to one in Tampa for a Friendsgiving thing. And man, I forgot my jacket that day. It's just like, bro, why is it so cold? It was perfect earlier today. But like it was a good event, Like the food was pretty good. I decided not to do a vlog of it just because, like not every time I go there has to be a vlog, but I did take some pictures. I'll eventually post it. But yeah, it was a good time, meeting again more creators. And like the food they had was pretty good. I didn't want to take some home, but I totally forgot to ask, like, yo, do you guys have like a to-go box, like to bring some food home, because not gonna lie, like the chicken was good. The macaroni was pretty good. I like they had like a mashed macaroni that had like a top with like brown sugar and also like roe, and just like I didn't really like the roe on it. But and the fries fries were pretty crispy. Like they were really good. Yeah. Wait, I think I where's the thing? Actually. I actually took the menu there, just like have as a little souvenir. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Got it. All right, so it was basically like our Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving with friends. So everything, they didn't really have like a one giant meal to like, or like one giant like dish to like pass around, but like a bunch of tiny ones. So they had beef tartare, which is the first time I've had beef tartare, and I was like, no, not really for me. uh, but the house potato chips, that was pretty good. I really like the house potato chips. Then house salad, and have that. Rotisserie chicken with fries. It was really good. That was pretty tasty. Herb crusted salmon, different like salmon. I don't know where they have the veggies. They didn't bring out the veggies, or at least I didn't see them. No, they did have the veggies. I just wasn't paying attention. And then the three cheese macaroni. So yeah, yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Food there. Uh, I definitely had a. I think that was a better time compared to the Orlando one. I think I definitely enjoyed the Atlanta one a bit better. No. I enjoyed the Tampa one better. I enjoyed the Tampa one better over the Orlando one. Uh, yeah, that was it was a good time. There was a dance, like kind of battle there. Um, but just again, overall, it was pretty good. I enjoyed myself. Enjoying myself there. It was just like the struggle of driving back was the driving back was a bit of a struggle because just like by the time I left, it was a little bit before 9, and I know I have like about 3 hour drive home, and man, just like, and that day I woke up at like 7 just to help out my dad for the last time before he left. So just like, oh man, I'm just exhausted. So like it was about an hour before, an hour left, hour and a half left. I stopped by like a gas station, like got some food, got soda, just like, okay, good, give me some energy. A large Mountain Dew. Here we go, yeah. and thankfully I made it home. Hence why I'm recording now. But yeah, I was like really tired. And then I had to work the next day, so woo. But yeah, that was a good time. Oh, and last but not least, I got myself a PS5 Pro. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the box of it. I actually, I got it. I initially recorded a video of it, but it was just like, nah. I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I might just put up for like members. Just have a members content for that. But yeah, like I initially recorded, and it was the day of like literally I got it like launch, and I was suddenly trying to like rush to like set it up because hey, literally like in a couple hours later, I have to wake up early like at like 1 a.m. to get ready to leave for New York. So it's just like, oh, don't really have time to do much or even play it. But yeah, when I set it up on like in like the cabinet, it was just like, oh man, it is blowing loud. It is like almost like similar to the PS4 Pro kind of thing. But I decided to move it underneath or like right on top of my computer, just like, okay, there's a lot more room for ventilation going all around, and it's not making my room a sauna. So that was a good decision. But what's annoying is just that now I have to go underneath the computer, go underneath my desk to swap out the disc. Which, hey, it's all right, I have to spend like 600 plus, almost 700 plus dollars, like just get a physical PS4, a PS5 Pro kind of thing. That kind of sucks. Sony, come on. But I mean, I can't complain much because I'm the one who paid for it. So, this portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/CavePodcast. As low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. So, yeah. I think that about does it for the updates that's been happening for the past month. Sorry for talking your ears off for the past 25 minutes, but let us get into the news. All right, so let's just jump right over. Bam. And like always, we're checking out on Persona Central. If you guys can, please support them however way you can. Support on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, their own site, personacentral.com. Any of the articles that we'll be checking out will be linked down in the description of the video and audio podcast, so please make sure you check them out. Alright, so I know I've been gone for essentially about a month, but had to pick and there hasn't really been that much big news. Actually, it's more than what we had in the last episode, to be honest. But we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 articles to go through, so we can check that out. So let's start off with the first article, being SMT5 Vengeance got a free update, including new quests, demons, and navigator. So Alice has released the version 1.03 update for Vengeance. The update adds new content to the game, including a new demon, Marisi, and associated quests, and the previously announced user-voted demon navigators. So there we have Marisi and they're not showing every navigator, but the safe ones that you can put on advertisements, because you can't have more there, So the new content, 6 new demon navigators have been added has been added based on your community vote. Mara, Idun, Mothman, Beyond Makumeo, Hellbiker, and Cleopatra have been added. So you don't see Mara or Cleopatra because no sexy things for advertisers. These demons will appear at specific points in DOT and can accompany you as demon navigators when spoken to. Some demon navigators can only be unlocked by completing specific subquests. The subquest, the Guardian of Light, has been added. So in DOT, you can accept the subquest by speaking to Goko in Titan Ward. And we got the brand new demon, Marisi of the Kishin race, has been added. Marisi can be recruited and unlocked for fusions by completing the subquest, the Guardian of Light. And we got the lead virtual trainers has been added. After completing certain subquests, you can take on the series of brutal battles against the powerful demons that appear in those subquests by speaking to the female researcher in the terminal room at the Tokyo Dai building. There's some bug fixes, text fixes, graphical fixes, some fixes to English voiceovers, and other performance-related fixes. So yeah, if you're still playing Vengeance, hey, you got some new additional stuff to the game. I'm not going back to the game, but hey, those who who are still playing, hey, you got some more stuff. Now, not gonna lie, they essentially said like, oh yeah, Vengeance is supposed to be like, the all-in-one, kind of thing, but like when you add more content to it, even though it's supposed to be like, hey, it's a complete edition, it's not really complete anymore, huh? But, you can download the update and it's going to be part of the game, right? So, yeah. There's that. So let us go to the next article. So, we got the Shingon Tensei board game, and it's already been launched. So, yeah, I think we talked about this before, but yeah, it's launched now. So we got iCree has announced an update date for the launch of the Shin Megami Tensei board game Kickstarter, following a delay from its September launch. The Kickstarter is now available. The Kickstarter project page can be found here. When it launches, it will be for 30 million yen. Oh god. I saw it, just like, ooh, that is expensive. The reward tier for the board game will be at 60,000 yen. And with an early bird discount for the first 1,000 pledges for 48,000 yen. The game will be available in English and Japanese. So if we check out the Kickstarter here, you can see here it already made its pledge goal. Now it's at $660,000 for the 1,800 backers. Now, yeah, I saw this, just like they don't really have much to go with. And they already made their 1,000 backers, so can't really do that. So all you can do is go for the 60,000, which is about, oh god, almost $400, and that's not including taxes and shipping and all that stuff. So, that's a lot. But like, you know, you get a lot of figurines. You get like 72, it says here, 72 demon figures. But, ugh, man, no, that is not for me. Is it even gonna be like colored or anything like that, or is it just fully, you know, gray? You know, like, because if you're asking for like $400 and they're not, and the figures are not colored, I mean, come on, like, that's kind of unfair, right? So, but I do kind of wish if there were some kind of other rewards. Just like, you know, if you want just to support it and don't want to get this, or like, you know, or at least reduce the amount of, you know, figures you can get in this. I mean, I think that would be like a good compromise. It's like, okay, like have the 60,000 yen to be like the whole thing, and then like have, you know, like maybe have it like 30,000 be about half of that, you know. So, well, what's 72 divided by 72 divided by 2 is, so you get 36 pieces. You know, that's still enough. So like, and like even with that, like you divide 36 by 3, that is 12. So 12 for each faction, law, neutral, and chaos. So, you know, having some compromise for, you know, like people who can't really get it, you know, or like, you know, want to support it in some ways, or like, you know, hey, you know, we make, you know, these lower tiers can, you know, make some custom cards or something like that, to just add some, like, you know, community feedback to all that. So yeah, so there's that for the Kickstarter. If you guys want to support, you guys still have about, what was it, 17 days left, 17, 18 days. Yep, 17 days. So yeah, if you guys want to support, it's there. It's right there. Just support if you have the $400+ $500 for the game, and hey, it's gonna be yours. So let's go to the next article. It's some more SMT5 stuff. There's a demo out now for Steam and PlayStation, but not for Nintendo for some reason. So following its June 2024 release, Alice has announced that Vengeance is getting a free demo. It's being released on Steam and also for PlayStation. In the demo, players can choose between the two story paths, Canon Creation and Vengeance. You can progress it from the demo and progress from the demo can be carried over to the full game, so players can continue their journey right from where they left off. Both story paths can be experienced for those interested in Both story paths can be experienced for those interested in exploring each. The free demo releases following the patch released earlier this month on all available platforms, and the trailers for demos out. So yeah, if you guys haven't played the game and y'all want us to check out what it's like, hey, play the demo. Or you're gonna watch my let's play of it, where I'm just, did the entire Canon of Vengeance route. So, you can do either or. Either or works. Obviously, I had to plug my own stuff in. But yeah, demo's out. That benefits everyone. Pretty good. Next article. Hey, some more P5X news. So, we got version 3.01 overview trailer release. So, Perfect World Games has released an overview trailer for the upcoming 3.0.1 update of P5X, which will be released in it's already out. The major features included in the update will be the continuation of Chapter 3 of the main story, the addition of the My Palace feature from Persona 5 Royal, and the additional of the 5-star version of the Idol Thief Kotone Motagane, codename Mont. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I thought we already knew that Mont was coming in the game, or I thought that Mont was already in the game at this point. But I guess not. But let's check out this trailer. Oh, 6 minutes. So didn't expect this to be 6 minutes. Okay. Let's see what's going on here.
ありがとうワンダ。私はもう無理もしないし、自分も必要な時は信頼するみんなを頼らせてもらうわ。リコ先輩、一人で危ないことしようとしてないですよね。
待っていましたよ、怪盗団の皆さん。
うわ、なんか綺麗な部屋に出たね。それってもし
Yeah,
かし
so
て
that's coming back from Royal.
映像が見れたりする
It's a cool place.
次はいよいよ世界中から注目を集める乙女フォンターニュ選手の登場です。
準備はできてるわ。おいで、テルプシコレ。嘘でもいいから私に愛してるって言ってみてくれない？というか、あの制服枯渇の。
Hey, look, those Idol fans.
探すために枯渇学園にやってきたのね。
仮面をかぶってはいるが、君たちなんだろう。
今の何？
ならば私は全てを食らい尽くしてやりますよ。
これでお宝ルートは確保できたわけだしな。
こいつ、さっきから何を言ってるんだ。
Oh, okay. That's a cool feature being added. Yo, that's a cool design. Oh, yo, what is that? Bro, man, give me that English release. Give me that English release.
私としては片山先生への処分が厳しすぎると感じています。煽って挑発ってそうだったの？リコ先輩がお金で成績を買ってるとかありえなすぎて私も呆れちゃって。
Yeah, so no idea what's happening here because obviously you can't understand it.
発電所の封鎖も解かれているかもしれん。
Ooh. Bro, the scope of this for just, like a PC / mobile game, it's amazing.
モントよ、あなたの視線釘付けにしてあげる。私から目を離すには まだ早いんじゃない？どこかで時間を潰しましょうか。
The details on her clothing, that is amazing.
おいで。
Looks so good.
吹き荒れる風よ。説明させてもらうわね。どうかしら。いいね。しっくりくる。任しとけ。いいわね。
Okay, so I think just all the features from like the Royal is just back here, including the and adding the new personas. Okay, so I think probably just like skipping through this. You know, it's the same thing as Royal, so playing as the other characters. We got some social events with Katone.
だから誰かと一緒に遊園地デートすれば何かわかるかと思って。
Bum, 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 bum.
ありがとう。
Bum, 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 ba-do. Oh. Oh, hold up. What is this? I have not seen this before. Oh. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Is this like kind of like a skill up kind of tree? Like a skill up tree? Huh. Okay, got one for each of the party members too. Okay, daggers for like upgrade weapons, something like that. Alright, so like that's most likely the end of that. Yeah. So there she goes. Queen on Ice. Alright. And a little bit, recent live stream for the game has also teased an upcoming collaboration with Royal featuring Goro and Kasumi. I mean, is it really a collaboration when it's already part of this universe, you know? Like, oh hey, we're collabing with ourselves. Well, like, it's not like, collabing with ourselves, like, there's like, for example, Stellar Blade collabing with Nikkei. I mean, they're technically both two completely different franchises, but they're under the same roof of Shift Up. Versus this, it's still Persona. You still have the Persona characters within the Persona game. And you're like, oh yeah, we're just collaborating with ourselves. I mean, this can literally just be, hey, we just add these two to the pool. To the gacha pool. Alright. So yep, they're coming to the game. It's literally they're both Persona 5. Why be called a collab? And also, it would be cool for them to also include, the old version of Crow in this. That would have been great. That technically to have like 3 characters in this collab, But yeah, we still don't know when we don't know when the English version is coming out, but Excuse me, but we do have a closed beta coming soon. So we don't know when that's gonna be, but soon. It's gonna be soon. Hopefully we'll find out maybe before the end of the year. Maybe. But next up, so we got an official strategy guide coming next month for Japan. So Famitsu Books will be publishing an official guidebook for Metaphor Fantasio on December 20th. The strategy guide will consist of 512 pages and detailed game systems, maps, and data. It will cover strategies for bosses, including secret and new Game Plus exclusive fights, and how to complete the records. Okay, hey, that's pretty cool. And for you guys to see the full thing, the full cover. That's pretty dope. Wow, love the artwork. Love the artwork. And also, just since we're talking about Metaphor, since I have the Pro, I can actually load up the PS5 version of Metaphor instead of using the PS4 Pro, using the PS4 version. And I did that, and it's like, oh wow, look at that frame rate. It's much smoother. It looks so much better. And oh man, the quality of the models. Oh my god, looks good. Oh my god, look at the art. It looks so much better. Oh my god, this is about the next generation. But continuing on. So details: Metaphor Fantasio official perfect guide, December 20th, 512 pages. Publisher Kadokawa, and price for about 2,970 yen, so about 33,000 yen. And also, me seeing Kadokawa here, just like it's reminding me of the recent news of that Sony wanting to buy Kadokawa, and man, that would not be good for anyone besides Sony. Because, like, all the things that Kadokawa owns, like anime, manga, and all the game devs, because they own apparently they own FromSoft. It's just like, if they try to buy Kadokawa just to get their hands on, try to monopolize on the anime and manga industry, especially in the West, and also get their hands on other gaming devs, that was just like, no, that's just bad. That is just bad. I don't support that at all. That's just, oh boy, I really hope that doesn't happen. So oh man. One thing, and I'm seeing right here, I guess I can do this. Nocturne's getting a re-release. So, during the autumn 2024 game market held on November 16th and the 17th, it was announced that Nocturne, the tabletop RPG, will be getting a reprint in Japan and releasing in February. So the reprint will include both the base Nocturne Tokyo Conception and the Amala Labyrinth expansion. So yeah, English localization recently released by Lion Wing Publishing, and our physical copies are shipping next year. So yeah, for those excited for that, hey, there you go. Well, wanted to bring that up, but I kind of forgot to. So yeah, there we go. So next up, Metaphor Fantasio has been nominated for 6 awards at the Game Awards this year, including Game of the Year. Ooh. So, the nominees for the Game Awards 2024 to take place on December 12th has been announced, and Metaphor has been nominated for awards in 6 categories, including Game of the Year, and Unicorn Overlord has been nominated for the Best Strategy Game. Nominees are chosen by an international jury of over 100 global media and influencer outlets. Special illustration by Shigenori Tsujima has been released to celebrate the nomination. I will say that Jeff Keighley hasn't really announced who the jury is. So just like, why not release the jury, huh? Why not tell us who the juries are, huh? Jeff? You did this for the previous other years. How come you didn't do it this year, huh, Jeff? And also, Jeff, my man, where's this year's Q&A? You didn't do a Q&A this year, but you did the previous year. Why not? Why don't you want to answer the people's questions about this year's Game Awards? Is it because, you don't want to answer the people's questions? You don't want to answer questions like, why not have a DLC category this year? Want to have a remaster category this year? These questions should be answered, Jeff. Why not do it? But anyways, that awesome art by Sojima, pretty awesome. And then he got the full list of categories you can see on the Game Awards website. The categories Alice has been nominated for are below. It's the game of the year, recognizing games that have delivered the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. So you got Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong. This should not be here. This should not be here at all. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is kind of hard to say, but and Metaphor. So people say, "Oh man, Balatro should be here. It's just an indie game." It's just okay, it's an indie game. Okay, it's still a full-fledged game. It's still a full-fledged game you can buy right now. Whereas Elder Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, you can't play Shadow of the Erdtree without playing Elden Ring. It is not a standalone release. It was kind of similar to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or Torna. You can play that separately, you can buy it on its own, or you can get it as DLC for Xenoblade 2. That is considered its own release and a DLC. And hey, I think that would have been a better contender than Elden Ring, because to actually get into the content of Erdtree, you have to beat certain bosses within Elden Ring itself. You can't even go into Erdtree without playing through the game itself. So just that, it should not be considered in Game of the Year. And that's why people be saying yo, why not have a DLC of the year? Because hey, the video game awards were the VGA, before they did have a DLC category, and we don't have that this year. Why not? Why not have that DLC of the year? And then people saying, "Oh man, but Final Fantasy Rebirth is on here." What Rebirth is doing is more than just a plain out remake. It's not just a remake, it is remaking the game. So it's not a one-to-one kind of game to the OG FF7. It is way more than that. So, and how the game, functionally works, how the story is going through, it is completely different it's almost near completely different to how it is being portrayed than how it was originally portrayed in the original FF7. So that's why I'm giving it the pass, alright? But continuing on, so we've got Best Game Direction Award for Outstanding Creative Vision and Innovation in the Game Direction Design. And also, I voted for Metaphor, just for that. Game Direction, you've got Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, that, Rebirth, Metaphor. Obviously chose Metaphor. But Best Narrative for Outstanding Storytelling and Narrative Development in the Game, Rebirth, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Not gonna lie, I don't know, I kind of forgot which one, it was either one of these two. but I think I just chose Metaphor in whatever category it was in. Best art direction for outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in artistic designs and animation. Astrobot, Wukong, yeah, Metaphor and Neva. Metaphor. Best score in music for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song and/or licensed soundtrack. Astrobot, Rebirth, Metaphor, Silent 2, Cellblade. You know, actually, I think for this, I actually voted for Cellblade. I think I voted for Cellblade for this because I have Cellblade soundtrack on my Spotify. Yeah, bro, it hits. It hits. It's really good. Best RPG for the best game design, for which rich player content, customization, and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. So Dragon Dogmas 2, Rebirth, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor. Best sim strategy, best game focusing on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of the platform. So you got Age of Mythology, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsu, Game, Mandalore, Unicorn Overlord. So yeah, the categories is there. Please make sure you guys, well, I'm not even sure, like, say, oh, make sure you guys vote for it, because it's the, like, I believe it's like the voting system is like 70% jury, 30% fan vote. So yeah, like, our decision is barely gonna make a difference if we're only counting like 30% of it, until, like, you know, the player's choice, where that is 100%, you know, fan voted. So, you know, who knows when whenever that happens. But hopefully, you know, Metaphor can and will get some awards. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully that can happen. But let's go to second to last.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a clean energy drink that's made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or inks like other energy drinks. I just got myself the Dubby sample pack, which comes with this little tumbler, and also comes with 4 flavor packs. Got the Peach and Beach, or Beach and Peach. Comes with the Dub Sludge. My man, Sludge. I'm reading it backwards. Then we got the Dragonade. I should probably look at it first, then do a thing. And then the Galaxy Grenade. So we're gonna try one of these today, and I'll tell you how I honestly think about it. Okay, so out of the 4 here, let's try the let's try with the Galaxy Grenade. Let's try this out. Alright guys, so got a drink right here. Again, it is the Galaxy Grenade. It is watermelon, guava, and lime explosion. So, okay. Color is kind of grayish. Okay, but cheers. Not bad. I would say no. Like the flavors to come out a little bit more, but it's not bad. It's not bad. If you guys want to try out the samples shaker yourself or buy any of the products on Dubby, make sure to use my coupon code PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. So again, that's PowerJ at checkout for 10% off your order. Now, back to the video.
We got the Phantom X, Katone Montagane character trailer. So, games have released the P5X character trailer for upcoming 5-star variant of Katone Montagane. So 5-star variant. So, I think I was right earlier, as like, oh, we already have this, you know. Let me just look up in the wiki. Kotone Mon Motagane. Gallery. Hmm. No, I don't think so. No. Yeah. I couldn't sworn like we saw her earlier. No, no, no. I was right. I was right. I was right. She does have a different design. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was right. I was right. Like, cause I was like, I'm looking through the looking through the wiki, and yeah, she does have two designs. One where she's just, you know, all white with a sword, and one where she's just like, with the figure skating kind of thing. So she's currently the only one that has two variants. uh yeah, she has two variants. All right. So I could have sworn I'm not like going crazy, but yeah, she has two variants. The current one, you know, being, well, the new one being the ice skater, the other one being like, you know, a white dress, you know, what was it, like saber user. So that means she also has two personas. Or at least, you know, the persona has two forms to it. Right? But maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah. Well, pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's get into get into this.
氷は鏡。静まり返った銀盤は私
Oh
の
god, that
全
frame
てを
rate.
映し出す。
次はいよいよ世界中から注目を集める琴音モンターニュ選手の登場です。類いまれなフィジカルとテクニックで氷の女王とも称される若きフィジカルスケーターの演技に注目です。
So technically, you can have two versions of Kotone in the game at the same time, right? Or is it just like a costume kind of thing?
どうした琴音選手、ここで大きなミス。
なんでこの程度で人気なんだよ。
やめちゃえ。
調子乗りすぎだっつうの。
技ばっかで中身ないじゃん。
何が氷の女王だ。
表現力ゼロ。言葉が頭から離れない。私どうしたら。あなたが教えてくれたこの振り付けに込められた願い、私が聞きたかった言葉、伝えたい気持ち、そして分かった、思い出した。
Oh no, Orochi!
愛の意味を。吹き荒れる風、吹きすさべ。
Hey, she still uses a saber here.
テルペシコレ。
Okay, her persona does look different.
これが私の愛の踊り。
Yeah, the persona is much thinner
届いたか
compared
し
to
ら。
like what I'm seeing on the wiki. And there's more black on it, so yeah. Okay, nothing else there. Okay, so now we see how the update looks to her persona. Yeah, like it's some differences. Like if I just bring this over. Just bring this over. Like you can see. Okay, so this is like how it looks, you know, originally. This is the new look. So yeah, new design for a slightly new design for the variant. All right, it's not bad. I think that, I think it should look a little bit more different, a little bit like because now there's like feathers in the arms now, whereas there wasn't anymore, and the jacket's gone. So it's and the hat's now from like black and white to now just like white and blue. So not big differences from the two variants. All right. Then we got this here and there. And let me just check pictures for so Katoni there. And then her original outfit there, and then the new one. But they're still using this as the base one, so I mean, oh, okay. So let's go to the last article here, and I should kind of pick up a piece because I'm getting a bit hungry. So last thing is the Persona 5 Royal X Apari clothing range announced. So, artwear brand Apari has announced a range of Persona 5 themed clothings. The range includes a knitted vest, overshirt, cargo pants, and button down. Purrs for the range are open from now up until December 17th. Alright, so we got a knitted vest, and not gonna lie, it's I guess it's not for me, but like, it looks kind of ugly. Not gonna lie. And also, a party is very expensive. Like the price for this, like you guys can barely see it because of how it's laid out. But it's $90. $90 for a vest. No. And then we got the overshirt, which has like a little logo in the front there, and then on the back there of the other characters. So it has was it An, Makoto, Futaba, and Haru. So what do you guys think did this cost? Reasonable amount. $30 to $40. It's $90 for this. Oh man, $90 for an overshirt? Like, no, man. Now we have the cargo pants. I mean, they're pretty cool. I mean, they're red and then have some pictures of the Pari brand and Morgana. And they have, Ryuji, Joker, and Yusuke, I mean, what? I mean, it can't be that expensive, right? For just red pants and what? So we got 2, 4, 5 square black and white pictures of characters. It's $103. $103 for this? No. I paid for like 60 for that. Maybe 50. No, absolutely not. And then we have the walkthrough button down. Has a bunch of characters. This basically like oh hey, find the characters, because I guess this is Futaba there. I'm guessing you can see other characters hidden throughout there. This is $93. $93. No. That is just way too much. So like to get everything here, to get a shirt, a button-down shirt for $94. So we got $94 for that. We got 103 for the pants, 90 for the overshirt, and another 90 for the vest. What you're looking for $377 for four pieces of clothing. You're looking at near $400. Absolutely not. Yeah, no. $400 for clothings, for a shirt, a button-down shirt, pants, an overshirt, 2 button-down shirts, pants, and a vest. Absolutely not. That, like, they're out of their mind for this. No way. And I watch, Trash Taste, the podcast, right? And they're always talking about, oh yeah, we're collabing with a party and all that stuff, and I've never seen the price for that. But if they're on the range of this, on the range of being like $100 for like a shirt, I might never get like something from them. Just like, holy cow. Ugh. I mean, if you want to buy that, sure. But keep in mind, $100 for one shirt. To get everything is $400. $400. That's just me. I personally think that's a waste of money just for $400. Just like, I'd rather get something off of the Alice shop. I'd rather have that, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the articles for that's been happening for the past month, technically. But yeah, thank you guys for being patient with with the episode uploads. I know things been happening, but at this point it's over. Hopefully nothing else happens near soon, because like that was like one of the most stressful things that's been happening that happened to me recently. So yeah, so so I do hope everything works out better in the future for both me, my dad, and everyone else, and everything. It's been a while, and I thank you guys for your patience for waiting this long for a new episode on this channel, on for people listening on the audio stuff. And also I do want to thank obviously the patrons who's been patient. Your name is gonna be scrolling on screen right now. You guys get an episode this month, so that's good. Didn't go a month without uploading an episode of the podcast, so that's good. And I didn't miss an episode of or at least not going a month without uploading on the main channel. Because I uploaded on the first of the month. And that was the Nikkei one. But yeah, I do gotta get back into recording more metaphor. That's something I really gotta do. So hopefully tomorrow, by the time this recording, tomorrow, Tuesday, I can record more metaphor and bring some more videos out to you guys. So yeah. So again, thank you guys for watching. Things before, the names of the patrons scroll on screen. Hopefully I already did that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, if you're listening on any of the audio podcast services, follow there. I'm not sure if it's also subscribe there, but and give a review, because I think like on Apple Podcasts, it's you can leave a review. That really helps out. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next episode of the Cafe Podcast. I will see you guys then. Bye.